Welcome back, everyone. Today we are going to do a deep dive on something super important.
Yeah, business plans.
Oh, you know it. Whether you're just, starting to think about your business idea.
Or if you've already launched,
Yep.
a solid business plan is key.
It's your roadmap. It's your guide.
Yeah,
It's that thing that keeps you on track.
totally. And for this deep dive,
We're going to be looking at How to Write a Business Plan by Mike McKeever.
this guy's the real deal. He's walked the walk and talked the talk.
Oh, yeah. He's owned multiple businesses.
Yeah,
Been a financial analyst for a Fortune 500 company.
and he's helped tons of people just like you.
Nail their business plans.
That's right. So we're going to break down some of the key insights from his book.
I know what some of you might be thinking.
Yeah, business plans can sound
Boring?
a little dry, a little intimidating.
Like a big stack of paperwork?
Right, but trust me,
They don't have to be.
it actually
Having a well-thought-out business plan.
can be the difference between,
Success?
well, let's just say not success.
Exactly.
Yeah.
McKeever even shares his story about John.
John owned a cafe.
Yeah, he was super excited about his business, and he decided to invest,
In some upgrades.
Yeah, new furniture.
Fancy signage.
He wanted to really elevate the customer experience.
And it was working. He saw an initial bump in customers.
But
His son, who was an economics major,
Oh, no.
came home from college and started questioning all the spending.
Oh, I've been there.
Right? Like, Dad, are you sure this is the best use of your funds?
That's got a sting.
And John, being, influenced by his son's critique,
Scaled back.
everything.
And guess what?
Business tanked.
It's a great example of how good intentions without a solid plan.
Can backfire.
Yeah. John's story highlights the importance of making informed decisions.
And that's where a business plan really shines.
It helps you think things through, anticipate those financial bumps in the road.
And avoid those costly mistakes.
And this actually leads into another important point that McKeever emphasizes.
Self-awareness.
Right? Like before you even start thinking about your business.
You need to understand yourself.
Yeah. He actually includes several self-evaluation exercises in his book.
To help you get really clear on your strengths, your weaknesses.
Your goals.
Are you a risk taker?
Are you comfortable with uncertainty?
Do you thrive under pressure?
These are all crucial questions to ask yourself.
Because entrepreneurship isn't for everyone.
It's not a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
And a business plan.
Forces you to confront these questions.
Head on.
It's not just about the business.
It's about understanding yourself.
And whether your personality
Temperament.
align with the demands of being an entrepreneur.
So let's say you've done some soul searching and you're
Sure.
feeling pretty good about this whole entrepreneurship thing.
Awesome.
How do you know if your actual business idea is worth pursuing?
That's a great question. And McKeever breaks this down into 3 key areas.
Okay, hit me.
First is the problem statement.
The problem statement.
Does your business solve a real problem for your customers? So we're not just talking about,
A cool idea that you think is neat.
it's got to actually address a need in the market.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He uses this simple example of a pizza by the slice stand.
Pizza by the slice.
Seems pretty straightforward, right?
Yeah.
But it actually addresses several customer needs.
Okay. Like what?
It's quick, it's customizable, it's affordable.
Okay. And it's delicious.
Exactly. And it offers an alternative to the usual, burger and fries routine.
Right. So think about your own business idea.
Yeah.
What problem are you solving? Who are you solving it for?
Because that's the foundation of your entire business.
Absolutely. Now, what's the second key area?
The second thing to consider is how the future might impact your business.
Okay, so we're thinking long-term here.
Yeah. What are the current trends? The emerging technologies? The shifting consumer tastes that could affect your success?
Right, because the world is constantly changing.
Exactly. And if you're not paying attention,
You could get left behind.
McKeever uses the example of the American auto industry.
Oh,
For years, they stuck with those big gas-guzzling cars.
wow.
Consumer preferences were shifting towards smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles.
And those Japanese automakers.
You're not paying attention.
And they captured a huge chunk of the market.
Exactly. It's a stark reminder that even established giants can fall if they fail to adapt.
So as you're developing your business plan, do your research. Use tools like Google Trends, conduct SWOT analyses.
Get a clear picture of the competitive landscape.
Know what you're getting into.
Right. And now for the third and maybe the most crucial point,
Boy, lay it on me.
break-even analysis.
Ah, the numbers.
Can your business actually make money?
It's not just about having a cool idea.
It's about crunching the numbers and being brutally honest about your financial viability.
So how do we figure out this break-even magic number?
It's all about understanding your costs.
Okay, there are fixed costs,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly. Those expenses that stay the same regardless of how much you sell.
Like rent,
Exactly. And then there are variable costs,
which fluctuate based on how much you produce or sell.
right? Like raw materials.
So we figure out our total fixed costs, determine the variable cost per unit
Subtract that variable cost per unit from your selling price.
to get our contribution margin.
And then divide our total fixed costs by our contribution margin.
Boom.
We've got our break-even point.
That's the number of units we need to sell to cover all our costs.
Exactly.
Now I can see why this is so important.
It gives you a realistic target to aim for.
And helps you make informed decisions about pricing, production, and sales strategies.
So once we've nailed down our break-even point and we're feeling confident we can make this thing work,
The next big question is,
where does the money come from?
yes, funding, the lifeblood of any business.
And that's exactly what we're going to dive into next.
Stay tuned. Okay, so last time we were talking about funding,
The money question.
the big one.
And, there are a lot of different options out there.
Oh, yeah, from personal savings to loans,
Venture capitalists.
even, tapping into that network of friends and family.
But McKeever really
Etc.
emphasizes
Caution.
at that last one.
Yeah, I mean, mixing business with personal relationships can be tricky,
For sure. He stresses the importance of treating any loans from loved ones
just as professionally.
as you would any other funding source.
Clear agreements,
Repayment schedules.
all that good stuff,
You don't want to jeopardize those relationships.
for sure. Now let's talk about banks.
Yes. The gatekeepers of capital,
They can seem a bit intimidating, right?
especially for a first-time entrepreneur.
Yeah, they're like walking into a lion's den.
But McKeever actually does a great job of demystifying the process.
Okay.
He provides practical tips on how to approach banks, how to prepare a compelling loan proposal,
Okay.
and how to increase your chances of approval.
So it's all about being prepared,
Absolutely.
showing the bank
Yeah.
that you've done your homework
That you're serious about your business.
and that you have a solid plan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, for those businesses with high growth potential,
There's always the option of venture capitalists.
yeah, these are investors who are looking for those businesses that could really take off
They're willing to take on more risk.
in exchange for the potential of big returns.
So it's a different ballgame altogether.
For sure. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about crafting a business plan that actually gets people excited about your idea.
Right, because you could have the best business in the world.
But if your plan is a snooze fest,
No one's going to invest.
exactly. And this is where McKeever's advice really shines.
Okay, how so?
He doesn't just focus on the numbers and projections.
Right.
He emphasizes the importance of infusing your plan with a human touch.
A story.
Precisely. A narrative that connects with your audience on an emotional level.
So it's not just a spreadsheet.
It's a story. It's about painting a vivid picture of your business, its potential, and the passionate team behind it.
Okay, I love that. Now, he also provides a really structured approach to the business plan itself,
Right. He breaks it down into digestible sections.
each serving a specific purpose.
And the first impression matters.
That's where the plan summary comes in.
Your elevator pitch on paper.
You've got just a few moments to grab the reader's attention.
And make them eager to learn more.
It's like that movie trailer that leaves you on the edge of your seat.
Exactly. Then you dive deeper, providing a comprehensive overview of your company's background,
The problem you're solving,
your unique solution,
your target market.
and of course your financial projections.
So it's all about painting that clear picture.
Showing the reader why your business is worth investing in.
Now, here's something I found interesting.
What's that?
McKeever actually encourages entrepreneurs to be upfront about past financial hurdles or personal setbacks.
You mean like,
The not-so-glamorous parts of the journey.
right. And it might seem counterintuitive.
Yeah, like why would you highlight those potentially negative aspects?
But McKeever argues that transparency builds trust.
Okay, I can see that.
Investors and lenders appreciate honesty.
Right.
Shows you're not trying to hide anything.
And that you've learned from your experiences.
Exactly. It's about owning your journey, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And using those experiences to demonstrate your resilience and business acumen.
Precisely.
Okay, I'm starting to see the power of that approach. It's like saying, hey, I've been through some tough stuff, but I've come out stronger and wiser.
Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about the people who will bring your vision to life.
The team.
Your dream team.
This is where things can get tricky, right?
Especially for first-time business owners who might not have a ton of experience building and managing a team.
Exactly. So what's the secret sauce?
Well, McKeever provides some great guidance here. He emphasizes the importance of a well-defined personnel plan.
Okay, so break that down for me.
It outlines everything from your staffing needs and job descriptions
Right.
to your hiring processes, training programs, and even compensation strategies.
So it's not just about finding warm bodies.
Right. It's about strategically building a team that's aligned with your vision and equipped to execute your plan.
And he even suggests creating detailed job descriptions that go beyond just listing duties.
They should outline desired qualities, experience levels, and even personality traits that align with your company culture.
So it's about finding the right people for the right roles
People who are not only skilled, but also passionate about your mission.
and a good fit for your team.
Exactly. And let's not forget about onboarding.
That first impression is so important.
It can make a huge difference in how a new employee feels about the company.
So we want to make sure it's a positive one.
Absolutely. McKeever advocates for a well-structured onboarding process that makes new hires feel welcome, provides clear guidance, and sets them up for success from day one.
Now, once you get your team in place, how do you keep them motivated, engaged, and productive?
That's the million-dollar question. Because happy employees lead to a thriving business.
So what's the key?
Well, McKeever dives into the often overlooked areas of employee motivation and retention.
Okay, like what?
He suggests fostering open communication, recognizing achievements, providing opportunities for professional development.
And creating a culture of respect and appreciation.
Exactly. It's about creating an environment where people feel valued, respected, and empowered to do their best work.
Now let's connect this back to the financial aspects of your business plan. Remember those funding sources we discussed earlier?
Right. Personal savings, trade credit banks, venture capitalists.
Well, having a solid personnel plan can actually strengthen your case when you're seeking funding.
Absolutely.
Really? Why is that?
Because investors and lenders want to see that you've thought through the people side of things
That you're committed to building a strong team.
and that you understand the value of investing in your employees,
It shows you're not just focused on the bottom line.
but also on creating a sustainable and thriving work environment.
So as you're crafting your business plan, remember, it's not just about the numbers or the brilliant business idea.
It's about the people who will bring that idea to life.
Invest in them, nurture their talents, and create an environment where they can thrive.
Now, before we move on, I want to address a common misconception about business plans.
Okay, what's that?
Many people think they're static documents set in stone once they're written.
But that's not how it works in the real world, is it?
Not at all. A business plan is a living, breathing document
It evolves as your business grows.
and adapts to new challenges and opportunities.
It's like a roadmap, but you might encounter detours, roadblocks, or even scenic routes you didn't anticipate.
Exactly. And that's why it's crucial to review and revise your business plan regularly.
So are your financial projections still accurate?
Have your marketing strategies proven effective?
Are there new competitors or technologies you need to address?
It's all about staying flexible, being open to change, and adjusting your course as needed to ensure you're still on track to achieve your goals.
So in the final part of our deep dive, we'll explore some of the practical aspects of turning your business plan into action. Right. So we've talked about the why, the what, and even the who of business planning.
But now comes the how.
Right. Like how do we actually take all this amazing information and turn it into action?
Yeah, we don't want this to just be another, deep dive that you listen to and then forget about.
Exactly. We want you to actually UEC this knowledge to build something incredible.
So the first step, and this might sound obvious, but it's where a lot of people get stuck.
Is just to start writing.
Yeah. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about perfection. Just get those ideas out of your head and onto paper.
Like just start somewhere.
Exactly. McKeever actually suggests breaking the writing process into manageable chunks.
Okay.
Focus on one section at a time. Maybe start with your company description or outline your marketing strategies.
Don't try to tackle the whole thing at once.
Right. And as you're writing, don't be afraid to seek feedback.
Ah, yes, feedback. Crucial.
Share your drafts with trusted advisors, mentors, potential investors.
Get those fresh perspectives.
They can help you identify blind spots, refine your message.
Make sure you're communicating your vision effectively.
And speaking of vision, remember those self-evaluation exercises we talked about earlier.
The ones that help us figure out if we're even cut out for this whole entrepreneurship thing.
Exactly. Well, it's time to put those insights into action.
Right. So take an honest look at your strengths, your weaknesses, your passions, your goals.
And how those align with the demands of your chosen business.
And of course, don't shy away from the financial realities.
Yeah, dive deep into those break-even analyses, cash flow projections, funding options.
Make sure your numbers make sense.
and that you have a solid plan for financing your venture
It's all about being realistic.
and prepared for the inevitable bumps in the road.
Now, once you have a solid draft, don't stop there.
Keep refining it, polishing it,
Pay attention to the detail.
the language, the formatting.
Think of your business plan as a reflection of you and your business,
It should be impressive, engaging.
and leave a lasting positive impression.
Now, McKeever talks about planning beyond opening day.
Okay, so we're not just thinking about the launch.
We're thinking about the long game.
What happens after the initial excitement wears off?
Exactly. What are your strategies for long-term growth?
How will you acquire new customers, expand into new markets, or develop new products or services?
These are questions every entrepreneur needs to grapple with.
A business plan isn't just about getting started.
It's about creating a sustainable and thriving enterprise.
So as you embark on your entrepreneurial journey,
Remember this.
a well-crafted business plan is more than just a document.
It's a powerful tool, a guide, a testament to your vision and commitment.
Use it wisely. Adapt it as needed.
And most importantly, believe in yourself and your ability to turn those business dreams into a reality.
We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive, but I hope you found it helpful and inspiring.
If you're ready to take that next step and start building your dream business,
Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
what's one thing you can do today to make your business plan a reality?
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, keep dreaming, keep learning, and keep building up.